One type of foreshadowing that I like is the informative warning. These often are seen in monologues, prologues, prefaces, similar intros. Shakespeare was a huge fan. A lot of his works have informative warnings, and it's really interesting because it will expose something, whether it's in the past, present, or future, that's going to affect the story on some level. They usually often reveal to the readers, like, hey, before you go further, informative warning, before you go any further, this is a terrible tale. There's nothing, like, Lemony Snicketts is a great example, right? Like, you know, these kids are, go through horrific things, and this is a horrific tale, and it's not pleasant, and you may find yourself uncomfortable, right? Like, this whole informative warning of what kind of story you're going to run into as a reader. It might hint at events to follow. It may even tell you what kind of ending you're getting into, right? You know, like a lot of the books, you know, John dies at the end of this book kind of vibe. But it also is a interesting way to directly speak to your readers as the author, right? We don't often, through storytelling, get to speak and acknowledge the person who has eyes on the page, right? So informative warning is a very intimate thing, and like I said, Shakespeare used this a lot. You know, he's, you know, the beginning of Midsummer Night's Dream, he's like, stir up the Athenian youth to merriment, awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth, turn the melancholy forth to funerals, the pale companion is not alone. Right? He's joking, but he's, hey, audience, pay attention. And then he kind of reveals a little bit about the story of these people get themselves in a bind, and, you know, let's see what unfolds, right? But the same thing, Lemony Snicketts is a great example of this. But it is incredible how powerful it is to come out front and say, hey readers, this may not be your cup of tea, but let me prepare you. And hey, if you step beyond this barrier or to the next chapter, that's on you, right? And it's almost like you're challenging them. Like, I dare you to read my work. But you're also foreshadowing. You're giving away possible plots, characters, how they're going to be left feeling. They still read it. They still want to experience how awful, like Lemony Snicketts, like, how misfortunate are these children? Very. But it is an amazing plot device, and it's an amazing type of foreshadowing that I don't think I do very well. I kind of do my own variant of this in the Cedric, the Demonic Knight, in that first chapter, where he's like, look, you know, I lost the love of my life, and, you know, I won't let this ring finger grow back. And it's like, whoa, buddy, like, this is a lot, right? You're a very scary dude. You know, no one wants to be around you, so I've had to take this shift. But that's as close as I get. I'm not as strong with an informative warning style of foreshadowing, but I respect it, and as a reader and audience member, I love seeing what authors do with this style of foreshadowing. How about you guys?